Zangpo and welcome to Bhutan e-learning project. I am Karma Dema, a teacher of Jigme Namgyal Lower Secondary School under Thimthom. Today I will be presenting a mathematics lesson for Key Stage 3, that is for class 7 and 8. Today's topic is circumference of a circle and area of a circle. By the end of this video lesson, each of you should be able to tell the parts of the circle, and you should be able to identify the formula to find the circumference of a circle. You should be able to identify the formula to find the area of a circle. You should be able to differentiate between the area of a circle and the circumference of a circle. And you should be able to apply the formula to solve the real world problems. These are the objectives which you should be able to do it after the lesson. We have heard a lot about geometry, right? Did we learn about geometry? We learned so many shapes. But still, we have one more important shape to learn. Do you want to learn it? Yes, we will learn today. So, that shape is a circle. After the invention of a circle, the circle has been a very important thing in all our life. Our plate is a circle. Mug is a circle, right? And the wheels of the car, wheels of the cycles are all circle. Let's say we will define a circle. I have a point here, and the next point, which is 15 centimeter away. One point here, another point. Oh, lots of points here. More good distance point we add, it is more likely to become a circle. That's why we say circle is defined by a set of dots which is equal distance away from the center point. So that is the circle in mathematics. Let's move forward by looking at the parts of circle. I have a circle here. In the middle I have a dot here. That is the center of the circle or the origin of the circle. Then next I have a line which starts from the center of the circle and touches the side of the circle. That is where we started to draw equal distance from the center point, and that is called radius. Radius is very important part of the circle. Next, I have a longer line here which passes at the center of the circle, and that is called diameter. It is presented by D. Let me say that a one diameter is made of two radius. Okay, two radius together make one diameter. These are the parts of circle we need when we find the circumference of a circle. So, when I say circumference of a circle, you may be wondering, oh, what is that circumference of circle, right? So, let's move forward by looking at what circumference of a circle is. Now, we have a circle here. Let's define what circumference of a circle is. Circumference of a circle is also called a perimeter of a circle. So, it is none other than the perimeter. As circle is a special shape in our geometry, then perimeter of a circle gets a special name, that is circumference. Now we learned about what circle is, and we learned about the parts of the circle, then we learned about what circumference is. Now we will look at pi. Pi is represented by this symbol. Let's see what pi really is. Pi is a ratio of a circle's circumference to the circle's diameter. Therefore, pi is the ratio of two different distances on a circle. That is distance around the circle and distance across the circle. So let's say distance around the circle is the circumference of the circle, and distance across the circle is the diameter of the circle. Let's move forward with our lesson by looking at the value of pi. Let's have a look at two circles, one big circle and another small circle. Now we got two circles here, big circle and small circle. Now draw a diameter of big circle as well as on small circle. Now we are going to use that diameter. Now think that our diameter here is very flexible. We can curve it, we can bend it, we can do anything with the diameter here, okay? So our diameter can move anywhere, or it can curve, it can bend, okay? In other words, let's say the diameter is flexible. Now we will use the diameter to cover up the circumference of the circle here. So first, okay, take one diameter to wrap around the circle. Now what can you see? Do you think this diameter is enough to go all the way around the circle? No, right? First diameter is not enough to go all the way around the circle. So you get another diameter, okay, another diameter of that circle. And again, still it is not enough to go all the way. So let's have the third diameter. So close. Third diameter almost enough, but looks like we need little more to form a full circumference of a circle. Now, that little more turns out to be 0.14, okay? That little more turns out to be 0.14. So, we can say the value of pi is 3.14. That means we use 3 diameters and a little more of 0.14. So the value of pi becomes 3.14. Children, now we know what circle is, then we know the parts of the circle, we know what pi is, then the symbol of pi, and we know the value of pi. Now we will move forward with the circumference of the circle. Circumference of a circle when the diameter is given. Let's say circumference, it can be written as C. Circumference, that is C, is equals to pi times diameter. Again, this C equals to pi times diameter, we can always rename in other way, okay? Now let's look at diameter. One diameter is equals to 2 radius. So we can write circumference of a circle is equals to pi times 2 times r. That means 2 times r, that is the diameter of the circle. Now let's move forward with the area of a circle. First thing, you have to draw a circle. Okay, you have to draw a circle. Next, divide the circle into 8 equal parts. Next, you have to cut that pieces and you have to arrange them in rectangle formation. Now you arrange it. We got it, right? But you can see it barely resembles a triangle. So what do we do next? Next, divide the circle into smaller equal pieces and again cut out the pieces and arrange in the same manner which you have done before. Here again, you see that it appears more like a rectangle. Okay, it appears more like a rectangle, but it is not exactly rectangle. So, what do you do again? So, if we divide the circle into even more smaller parts or more smaller pieces, you can see that the shape becomes more like a rectangle. Therefore, we can say that area of a circle is equals to area of a rectangle. Now you know the area of a rectangle, right? What is it? That is base times height. When you multiply base times height, you get the area of rectangle, but we do not know the area of a circle here. So using area of a rectangle, we are going to find out the area of the circle here. Now here you have to note that height of the triangle is equals to radius of the circle. That means height equals to radius. We know height of a rectangle is equals to radius of a circle, but we have to find the base here. To find the base, we need to look at the circumference of a circle and then compare the base to the circumference of a circle. When you compare, you can see that base is half of the circumference of a circle. Now here, you have to remember the formula to find the circumference of a circle. Circumference of a circle is 2 pi times r. Now here we know that base of the rectangle is half the circumference of the circle. So we have to combine the half, that is base, times the circumference of a circle. Then we get base is equals to pi r. Okay, we get the base is equals to pi r. Now to that again you have to multiply by the height. Height is equals to radius. That means base is equals to pi times r times r. As we have two r's here, two radius here, so we will square it and make it pi times r square, or we can say pi r square. Formula to find the area of the circle is pi r square. You know the formula to find the circumference of a circle and formula to find the area of the circle. So we will use what you know to solve this question. Now we have a circle here, okay, whose radius is 8 meter. Here you are supposed to find the area of the circle as well as circumference of the circle. Radius is given, okay. First we will find the circumference of a circle. Do you know the formula to find the circumference of a circle? Yes, we know it. What is that? That is C equals to pi times 2 times r, right? When the diameter is given, we will use C equals to pi times 2 times r. Now, let's look at radius, which is 8 meter. When you multiply radius 2 times 8, we get 16. That is the diameter. 16 meter is the diameter. Now, that 16 meter, we have to multiply by 3.14, that is the value of pi. And when we multiply pi times the radius, we get 50.24 meter. That is the circumference of a circle. Okay. Now, are you clear? And will you be able to do if I give you more questions to explore on your own? Yes, you can do it, right? Now, let's move forward with the area of the circle. Now, we know the formula to find the area of a circle, pi r square. So, what is the radius given there? Radius given there is 8 meter. So, 8. 8 times 8. Here you have to multiply 8 times 8. Then we get 64 meter square. That 64 meter square, it should be multiplied with the value of pi, which is 3.14, and we get 200.96 meter square. So this is the area of the circle. See, look at the circumference of the circle and area of the circle. Now what do you see? Can you see any difference and any similarities? Yes, no? By looking at it, we know it, okay? Now in circumference of a circle, we are using 2 times r. 2 times r, okay? And area, we are using r square. These two are not same. R square means we are squaring the radius. That means like 8 times 8, okay? And whereas in circumference of a circle, we are not squaring, but we are doubling the radius. This is the difference here. Okay, children, did you understand? Let's recapitulate our lesson. We learned what a circle is. We look at the parts of the circle, and we know how to find the circumference of a circle. And what is the pi? The value of pi, then area of a circle. These are the things which we learned today. And lastly, I would like to thank you all and always stay safe.